Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting. Welcome to the Tuesday Night Gold Panning Fever, episode number 184. And yeah, tonight we're going to be going through another bag from FelixPaydirt, and this one is their junior Klondike bag with a guaranteed 2 grams of gold. Now, last week I went through the 4-gram bag, and I said I would probably do RJ's Paydirt today, but I had this on the shelf, and I didn't want to wait. Just figure, show off. I mean, not all bad sellers stay bad forever. I know I'm saying Felix was a bad seller. They just weren't a very good seller. They were kind of in the middle. If you value nuggets, then it's worth it. It's funny, my buddy, I talked to him the other day, my Felix loving buddy, and I told him the results from the battle, the 2-gram battle. And he was disappointed in the 2-gram one because it didn't have any nuggets in it. And he was slightly disappointed in the other one that only got a 55% ROI because the ROI wasn't better, but he liked the nugget. So he would have probably bought that one. So they're not a bad seller. They're just, kind of in the middle. But this makes them a lot better now that they have guaranteed Paydirt. So, but all right, let me catch up with everyone on chat if I can figure out what I'm doing here. Today is kind of a conundrum. But all right, so HD Shovelhead, Weezen, thank you both for being here and being mods. I appreciate it. Stephen LeBlanc, thank you for being here very early. David Danduran, Ozark Buck, what's up, Brad? How you doing, brother? Rusty Nugget Prospecting, how's it going? Reg Lab, how's it going? Hopefully you've been doing good. I do have your Paydirt scheduled, Reg. It's next month. I don't know. I mean, I might change some stuff up. I got some new Paydirts in that I really want to review, so I'm moving some stuff around for my schedule. So we'll have to see. But I'm going to get you in as soon as possible. But it's not going anywhere. Alaskan Assassin Adventures, how's it going? I am Zaxxon, how's it going? Yeah, did everyone get their Yukon Alley bags? I did see she was out of stock on the 1-grammers because I went to go buy it and she was out of stock on the 1 gram. So I bought a different bag for future video show. I bought her bags just through myself. There's no time to review her. She'll be out of stock long before I could review her. So I'm just going to buy her for Tuesday shows, but I saw today she does have her 1 grams back in stock. So Shane Berthero, how's it going? How have you been doing? Brad Thompson, how's it going? Thank you for being here, and you got here on time. Michael Reed from MCD Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I'm sure your better half will probably pop in a little bit later. Stephen LeBlanc again. Dorothy Richardson, how's it going? Tio, how's it going? Tio, thanks for joining the show. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a Patreon member. SRIP63, how's it going? It's definitely going to be on a Tuesday show, so you'll see it when when everyone else does. But I'll probably let you know if I remember like a week before, just to make sure you make that show. TM, how's it going? Richard Dow, Tomcat Josh, Jeffrey Button, thank you for joining the show. GS Prospecting in the house, which is good. See, I have my notes here to tell everyone, and Nightbot will be popping it up. If you don't know, GS Prospecting is running a raffle right now. Nightbot will be popping up the link to his video where you can go, and it's $25 a spot. Help a brother out. GS Prospecting is always in everybody's video, leaving comments and things like that. Help them out. It is a 5 gram. I want to say Paydirt, but I just don't remember. GS, let me know. But it is a 5 gram. I'm going to say bag of Paydirt is up for raffle, as well as 2 Miller Prospecting half-gram bags of Paydirt. So I donated the 2 half-gram bags. I'll be shipping those out. So you can win either 5 grams or a half a gram bag of Paydirt. It's not too bad. Kristen Reed, there you are. Knew you'd show up. 12th man, Brett, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Gold Baron, how's it going? Annie Stevens, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it so much. So yeah, so I think you've got about half the spots filled because he's going to be having 72 spots, and I watched the last video, but it's a little hard to tell. I tried to count them up real quick, and I think it's about halfway full, so... And it is Paydirt. All right, so 5 gram bag of Paydirt or a half gram bag Paydirt. I'm going to give away 2. I added 2 of them to his raffle. And then with that, not only is GS Prospecting running something, but Carson Prospecting is as well with the Wounded Warrior Project, but his ends today. So Carson Prospecting is running his today. Nightbot, he will be posting something once we hit the 10-minute mark. He'll be posting links to those. Carson Prospecting is doing the Wounded Warrior project. I don't know how much the entry is for that. I think it's just whatever you donate, you get one spot with that. And that's ending today. And that one the prizes will be announced tomorrow on Benzo's live show. So we'll talk about it more during the show, but just so everyone knows, if you're early to the show and you got here, you get the information a little bit early. Halfway there. All right. So yeah, Gia's is about halfway there. So I know if you're going to be sending him payment because he's only taking cash. Smart man, smart man. He's only taking cash. So just email him and tell him what you're sending so he can mark you down and, not oversell and stuff like that. So Chris W., Alan Curie, thank you for both being here. Donna, thank you for being here and being a mod as always. Thank you so much. Neanderthal Prospector, how's it going? And if I miss anyone in chat, I apologize. I'm trying to make sure I announce Gia's Prospecting and Carson Prospecting's thing tonight as well. Yeah, both absolutely wonderful people. They're two of my favorite channels. I love Carson Prospecting and I love Gia's Prospecting. If you post a video, there is a 100% guarantee. If you get at least one comment, it's going to be from GS. So, you got to show the love to him. If you can, I understand not everyone can, if you can though, definitely help him out. Bear Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. So tonight we're going to be panning out the junior bag, and this is going to be a shorter show. I'm probably going to end the show at 7:15, 7:30 because my kids are here and they want to watch a movie, and unfortunately, I love my kids more than my community. No. Red Dirt Nation, 406 minor prospecting, 406. I'll have to look up that one here. Let me write myself a note for that one. See, when does that one end, Reg Lab? Who's that 406 minor? Because I wanted to make sure I told everyone tonight about the Culver prospecting one since it ends tonight. I can't give him a shout out tomorrow or anything else because then it'll be too late. So I wanted to make sure I gave him a shout out. That's why I wrote it on paper. And then I figured while I was doing that, I might as well do GS Prospecting. Great guy, GS Prospecting. So Jose, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show as always. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate everyone that's here tonight. So thank you all for being here. I haven't looked at what gold spot is at. I've been avoiding it for a few days because it's just been rising and rising and rising. And that's not good. I mean, it went all the way up to $3,077 the other day per ounce. And I was like, oh my gosh. But it luckily dropped like $50 overnight really quick. So 97.15 a gram, 3,021. Yes, it's still right around but it went up really high the other day. I mean, I think it jumped like $90 in one night because, the gold market doesn't close when we close just because it's worldwide. It keeps going. And it was like, I think at like 4 in the morning or something, it jumped up like $60. I don't know what happened at like 4 in the morning. Somebody got really worried about it. But 97.15. Oh, that's crazy. So I'm going to have to start doing some more videos on lower priced Paydyrts, just because of that. Gold's getting up there. I mean, it's great if you're holding on to it. So here, let me pop out chat. Get this stuff going right into live chat. 2020, 10. Yeah, it just depends. That's the one thing I don't like about Gold Spot. If you Google like Gold Spot, you will get 100 different sites and every one of them will be different. Every single one. Not one will be, you won't get two the exact same. And that just drives me crazy. You go to JM Bullion, it'll be slightly different than whatever the other gold seller is, the big one. If you go to Kitco, it'll be slightly different. Sometimes Google will actually tell it. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes Google will. And it'll be different too. 12th man Brett. Yes, Yukon Alley is up, and she has been running out though. So make sure if you want a 1 grammer, you get it. The other day I went to go buy it and she was out of 1 gram, so I had to buy a bigger bag for a future Tuesday show. But that's okay because, you know, I already know that month I won't be panning out much material. So, you know, I'm doing some lower priced bags of Paydirt. So I will need gold to feed my giveaways on, or my contests on Patreon. So yeah, she did it in the last vlog. She announced it during the vlog. Is she sold out of the 1 grams? I was just looked and it showed it. No, the 1 grams are back in stock because I just looked. Because that's why I looked earlier and it was out of stock. So I don't know if she's just stocked them today. But that's why I ended up buying a 5 grammer because the 1 gram was out of stock and I've done the 3 gram before. So I figured why not order a 5 gram for future month gold. And if gold keeps going up. Now I just got to hope it doesn't go down because I bought 2 really big bags of Paydirt for future live shows. And so, you know, again, so I will have gold for my Patreon members. And if gold goes down, I'm going to be crying a river of hurt. So, I mean, I don't mind if it goes down a little bit, but if it's one of those huge spikes where, you know, it goes from $3,000 to $2,500, I'm going to be hurting. So, we'll see. And Troubled One, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show as always. Dale Felsman, how's it going? About Paydirt a couple months ago. Yeah, that's a great thing. That's what I told my buddy. So my buddy sent me a list. I think I told everyone this last week. My buddy sent me a list of all the Paydirts he's had kind of squirreled away for the last like 2 or 3 years. He hasn't panned anything, I think, in like 2 years. I don't think he's panned anything in 2 years. But he had like 8 or 9 bags of FelixPaydirt, and those are all from like 5 years ago. So I told him, you know, I tried to calculate the ROI. I told him he's pushing like a 90% ROI just on some old bags of Felix. So if he just holds on to them a little bit longer, they'll be 100% ROIs. And those are all the bags that have nuggets in them. Those aren't these guaranteed bags. So got a 5 grammer from Allie. Yeah, I'm excited to go through it. The only bags I've ever done through her, I think, are 1 gram. I might have done a 3 gram off camera once, but it's all been 1 grams or bags she's sent me. But, you know, I figured I got to grab one for a future live show. Have you thought anything about the GPAA? Well, me personally, no, I haven't thought anything about them. They don't have any places close to me that would make it worth it. So, yeah, it's only really good. Like if you live in California, the GPA is good. But, you know, even then, they've been around for so long that a lot of their claims are kind of really overworked from what I've heard. I mean, I know they have some newer ones and you just got to work a little bit harder, but you know, me personally, there's nothing any close to me. So I don't think about them at all. 403 Prospector, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Jason, AKA J Bird, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Chef V, Aerospace Man. I have a bag of gold at 3 grams, less than spot from 5 years ago, unopened. There you go. That's what the deal is. The best thing you could do is like if you can find 100% ROI bags or bags that are really close to 100%, because they're not always going to have 100% Paydyrts. If you can get some, you know, like this one, I believe the Felix 2 gram, like if you look at them now, they're still selling for $200, $218 with shipping. And this is 2 grams. So that's $194. So this is a 90% ROI bag of Paydirt right now, 94, 95, something like that. So if you buy a bag like this and hold it and gold goes up in a year to 120, you've made money. So if you can get a bag of Paydirt that's close to 100% and save it, you're doing really, really good. All you Yukon Alley folks, oh yeah, it's going to take forever. Yeah, it just takes forever for me to get anything. I had a package coming in from Cajun Bullion. I mean, he lives in Louisiana. I think we're looking at like 11 days now. Then it still isn't here. I mean, it's just every package, you know, I get a buddy of mine that sends me my secret shoppers, everything. And it'll say, oh, supposed to show up Monday. I will get them Friday. If it's supposed to be here on Monday, it'll show up Friday. If it's supposed to be here Friday, it'll show up the next Friday. It just, the post office in the Midwest is just absolutely horrible. I know, Annie. I know you're not that far from me. The next time I make a trip to upper north Indiana, I'm gonna definitely hit you up. My good buddy Brian lives up there, so I would definitely hit y'all up and get some good places to come up there and go mining with y'all. Maybe this summer I'll team up with HD and maybe we'll come up and visit. Something like that. Go up there and hang out for a weekend or somewhere where y'all are panning or mining. But Juleka, how's it going? Voot? I apologize if I'm butchering your name, but thank you for joining the show. I got a Felix bag in less than 72 hours. They've been shipping really quick. So this year I changed up my criteria for reviews. It used to be if I ordered Paydirt and it showed up, or if my secret shopper ordered Paydirt, they would get a 10 if it shipped within 48 hours. I've cut that down to 24 hours. So now they get 10 if it ships within 24 hours, and they will get a 9 if it ships within 48 hours. It's just to make it a lot harder for sellers to score a perfect 10 all the way around. And I have to tell you, I'm really surprised at how many sellers are really shipping incredibly fast. I mean, a lot of sellers, you get order, Mike over at the Gold Nugget Sales, every order I've had of his go through, a secret shopper recently bought one of his bags same day. I mean, that is literally as good as you can get, is ordering something in the same day, hitting the post office. I mean, there's a lot more that just, I think everybody I've reviewed in the last couple weeks and have coming up have all shipped within 24 hours, which is great. You want to get your Paydirt. That's one of the things that used to always drive me crazy, is if you order a bag of Paydirt, you're spending, especially nowadays, if you're buying a 4 or 5 gram or even a 3 gram bag of Paydirt, you're laying out $350. And then somebody just sit on it for 3 or 4 days. It's like, and a lot of times I used to think that they were sitting on it because they were hoping gold would go down. Because once they got paid, they're paid. If gold goes down, they're making more money. So if gold goes up, they don't lose any money because they already had that gold. If you've already got 3 grams of gold sitting in a vial, you've got the dirt. If gold goes up, it doesn't matter. They've already made their money off that gold because they've already bought it. But if gold goes down, well, then they make a little bit of money. So Mike is crazy fast. He is. He's just crazy. But I mean, they've got a little system over there. He knows. I think it's just every day that's their thing. 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, they just go to the post office to end their day. So Arizona to Michigan got Vendetta in 3 days. It depends on which way it's coming. So like for me, if anybody's shipping sideways, I get my packages really, really quick. If they're coming from down or up, it takes forever. I don't know what it is. It depends on which hubs they're getting to, I guess. But yeah, USPS is getting absolutely horrible. I'm going to have to start having all my secret shoppers shipped by UPS, which sucks because that's like twice the cost. UPS is so expensive. They don't give you supplies. Then I got to give extra money to my secret shoppers to go buy a box, buy packing tape, ships. It's just more expensive. But the way they've been losing packages and stuff like that, like I actually had a package. So I had a very, very expensive package. I ordered, like really, really expensive package. A Paydirt coming in. I mean, not like super expensive, but I'll just let you. And over $1,000 package of Paydirt, and signature guaranteed, signature required. So I'm like, okay, it's supposed to be here, and it's supposed to be here. What was it? Like Friday or Saturday. And I'm like, man, it's not here. Where's it at? I'm like, well, they're late or whatever. So then I go check my mailbox. It's sitting in my mailbox. I was like, oh my God. If I didn't like the seller, if it was just, some package that was through eBay or something, I was like, I would have made eBay pay me back. I was like, this is crazy. But they're just, USPS is just getting, but there's a reason for that. They're trying to privatize it. So, they want to privatize it and get all that money out of the savings account. If anyone doesn't know, United States Postal Service is absolutely flush with money. They are so flush with money that if they ever became privatized, whatever you paid for it, you would get 3 to 4 times that just by going to their retirement fund and pulling all that money out, because it's not legally. Once it becomes privatized, they would no longer be required to keep all that money in their retirement. They could pull 90% of the retirement funds out and just put it all in their pocket. I've been shipping UPS, Bigger packages are cheaper than US. I'm gonna have to look into that. I went to go order some boxes from them the other day. I'm gonna have to figure out a system where I can just like ship a box to a secret shopper, because I always send them a bag of Paydirt. So maybe I'll have to start shipping them in a UPS box or in a big box, just something. So then they can reuse that box to send it back to me. Because I just hate making my secret shoppers not only have to order all the Paydirts, but I don't want them to go buy a box and all this other stuff. So I'm going to have to figure it out. Alaskan Assassin, I don't know if I said hi to you, but thank you for being here. Steven Stark, thank you for being here. Mary, thank you for joining us. Georgianne, thank you as well. I think I got everyone. Fickle Prick Prospecting, thank you for being here. But all right, Curtis Ginsinger, thank you. I think that's everybody. While I was talking, I missed a couple people. But thank you all for being here. Let's start panning. So we're going to pan this out so I can talk some more while I'm panning instead of just talking. Because like I said, I'm going to try to end this show at like 7:15, 7:30 so I can go eat with my kids and watch a movie. So let's shrink down the ugly mug and get this going. And then when I shrink down my ugly mug, once we start panning, if one of my mods wants to drop the hidden link, I would appreciate it. Because again, this is going to be spot number 3 for a half-gram bag of my Paydirt. There will be 3 spots. We'll be doing that raffle next week, or that giveaway next week. So next week, right now, we have 2 spots. One is by Weezen Geezer, and the other one is Alaskan Assassin Adventures. So you want to get spot number 3 today. There we go. All right, we're all set up. Let me get move some stuff around. What's up, 8-3? How's it going? And in case anyone doesn't know, just because I saw a comment that somebody didn't have, with Yukon Alley, her prices are a little bit higher than she typically is, but she eliminated shipping. So it's all free shipping now. So it's still a really good price. I think it was like $108. So it's $10 over spot, essentially. Floppy. Troubled One, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that. Let me open up my chat on my tablet. Oh, tablet. The show has already started. Refresh, please, and thank you. There we go. B&K Gold Coins, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. I thought I saw Mark Sheldon in here maybe too as well. Thank you very much. There he is. Mark Sheldon, thank you very much for joining the show. Appreciate it. Gilbert, how's it going? No worries, Gilbert. No worries. I appreciate everyone that's a Patreon member, even if it's for one day. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. And family always first. I love doing these reviews and I love the support that people give me, but, always take care of yourself first, And I'm really sorry to hear about that. Hopefully you're on the mend and doing better. But yeah, never apologize for that, Always take care of yourself first, I just said we're going to have a shorter show so I can go hang out with my kids, All right, here's the material for the day. We'll have to see if there's anything pickers, any-wise. So when I did the 4-gram bag, what did I get? 2 small pickers that were 0.3 each, roughly. So it's pretty much, if you get the 2 or 4 gram from Felix, you're pretty much going to get their smaller gold. If you get the other bags, you're going to get 1 bigger piece or 2 bigger pieces, but you're going to get a much lower ROI. And me personally, I'd much rather have a high ROI, just because ROI is king, So let's start panning this out, get this gold out. And again, thank you everyone who joined the show. I appreciate it. And one of my lurking mods want to click that hidden button. I know, Jason. That's amazing, huh? I just tell you what I think about it, and bam. The key is I have stock in all these Paydirt companies, so I'm trying to get the stock to go up, you know. Well, I'm glad you're doing better, Gilbert. I'm glad to hear that. And it's funny. I was like, I almost wore my my Pabst Blue Ribbon shirt today, but then I was like, I think I've put on a pound or two. I was like, it might be a little bit too snug. I don't know if I want people seeing that. Yeah, I just wore my Miller Prospecting shirt. So first pan, one speck of gold. So maybe two. It might be a really dirty piece. Looks like a piece of gold. It's not moving. So far, two pieces. Put this in the finishing pan. Carl, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I know. I don't know what's going to happen next. Pretty soon you're going to start seeing people on videos, you know, doing all kinds of weird stuff like going out in the wild and looking for gold in the wild. Way too kind, Jason. Way too kind. I really appreciate that, but way too kind, brother. So are you liking your new system for Patreon, Jason? Because I'm actually going to run a poll on my Patreon this week. I might move. So I might try to set one up on my own website. Yeah. Just so I can make my own rules any way I see fit. You know. I'm wearing my Miller High Life shirt. I used to collect, when I was young, I used to collect the Miller employee shirts. Like I'd go to all the Goodwills and stuff, and because they always, for whatever reason, would end up in Goodwill. And I'd always go to Goodwill, and I had like 8 of them at one point with just different people's names on them. It's okay, but not near as fun. Yeah, it's definitely not as fun as a little guessing thing, because a lot of people don't like to guess because they just assume they're going to lose. That's my problem. Is I'm trying to convince people that not guessing is worse than guessing, because you might be wrong and you might win it. You never know. And Donna, thank you very much, Donna. I didn't want to forget about you. Thank you very much, Donna. So I think right now I'm getting like half of my members actually guessing. The other half don't. And I feel bad because, I understand they might not want to guess or they miss it and they don't see the post or something like that. But with the old system, everyone had a chance. Every single member had a chance to win, even if they didn't know. You don't know how many times I'd get a message from somebody, a Patreon member, because I'd send them a message and they still didn't see the message that I sent them on Patreon that they'd won. And then they'd email me or something saying, awesome, I just got a bag of Paydirt from you. I didn't even know I won. That's awesome. And that was cool. Now it's like, they know they guessed and they know they'll see the answer and they'll know, So it's definitely not as much fun. So that's why I've been looking at how to add it to my website and add a membership to my website. It's just work. I haven't decided if I like the work or not, And plus, I think it'll be a harder convince to get somebody to join, come join millerprospecting.com, than it is to say, oh, come join Patreon, because they've heard of Patreon through somebody else's channel, So they're all familiar with what Patreon is. Well, I understand that too. That too, Reg. But somebody's going to win it. That's my point, is somebody's going to win it anyway. You know, because if you guess, you could always guess and win it and say, oh, keep it for the channel, you know, put it on your shelf or something, you know. So somebody's going to win it. It's not like, you know, if somebody doesn't guess, there's a chance that, you know, it'll just go to me or something. Man, my computer is just freaking out. Yeah, I have to debug. See, I never should have put Windows 11 on it. And it's funny, one of my buddies sent me like a link to like a folder that, you know, it's so big it couldn't be spamwared. And I was like, dude, you know, I'm getting some nasty virus on my other, and that was my other computer. This one's the one that's acting up now. Wrench, what's up, brother? How you been doing? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, but we'll see. So, and again, I know Nightbot's gonna post it in a while, but make sure if my mods want to keep making sure y'all drop the hidden link, because tonight will be a shorter show night, so there won't be as much time for the hidden links. In fact, if somebody wants to post the link and pin it, you can just pin the link tonight. But tonight is spot number 3 for a bag of my Miller Prospecting Paydirt with a 0.5 gram in it. Right now we have Alaskan Assassin and Weezin with the first 2 spots, and we're going to pick the spot number 3 tonight, hopefully. And then and then we'll do the actual giveaway next week. So more gold, all pretty small. This is smaller than I thought it would be. I think the last bag I did, it was probably like 20 mesh. This is closer to 30 mesh. Yeah, I just want to see if I can see a picker tonight. That's it. If I can get one picker out of this bag, I'll be pretty happy. And also, everyone remember, Nightbot will be posting it over and over. But Carson Prospecting is doing his Wounded Warrior project, and it ends today. So if you want to get a spot with that, that is going today. Wesley, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Charles King, thank you for joining the show. So if you want to help out with the Wounded Warrior project, go over to Carson Prospecting. Nightbot will be posting a link shortly, but if you already know who Carson is, you can just go check out his videos. I think it was like 3 videos ago. Because tonight is the cutoff. And then tomorrow on Benzo's channel, they'll be giving out their prizes that they have. I heard a rumor Renters, Repairs, and Prospecting had a run of Paydirt selling right now. Really? Huh. I wouldn't mind maybe getting some of that. And then GS Prospecting. And then GS Prospecting, again, Nightbot will be posting links to his video. GS is in need. If you if you make a video on YouTube, GS Prospecting will probably be the first person that leaves a comment for you. He's doing one. You'll have to watch his video because you have to actually mail him the stuff. You know, he's making it as difficult as possible. But also a smart way to do it. So, a little bit bigger piece of gold. I mean, this isn't, I don't know if I'd call that a picker, but, you know, it's probably weighs nothing, but it's something a little bit bigger. Yeah, GS Prospecting is running a fundraiser to help himself out. He has a 5 gram bag of Paydirt up. There's going to be 72 spots. You can buy multiple spots, but there's 72 spots, and he's got a 5 gram bag of Paydirt. I've donated 2 0.5 gram bags of Paydirt. I've also donated 2 0.5 gram bags of Paydirt to the Carson Prospecting fundraiser and for the Wounded Warrior project. So if you join those, you can get a chance at winning some of my Paydirt. If Wrench is selling Paydirt, don't expect it soon. Robloxane, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Send me a text, Wrench. Is this your Paydirt you're selling? Why does everyone sell Paydirt after I just spent all my money? Every time. If you can pick it up twice and clunk it, it's a dang picker. I don't know. It's got to weigh over 0.1 for me to consider it a picker. I consider a picker anything 0.1 to 0.5. And then anything over 0.5 is a nugget. Because I've seen some people pick up some tiny pieces of gold. That one was just rounded, so it was easy to pick up. It was like a... Yeah. Because if it's your Paydirt, I want one for the shelf, you know. Yeah, my credit cards are hating me this month. Finally about to pan the golden diamond dirt. Oh, where'd you get that from? I know there used to be a seller on eBay that used to claim that, oh, they were loaded Paydirt with gold and diamonds, and it was super expensive. It was like, this was back when gold was probably like 55 a gram, and he was selling it for like 90, 100 bucks. It was crazy expensive, and you got like 0.1 gold in it. It was such a ripoff. And then it was like, you know, one minuscule piece of a diamond that was worth like a penny, you know. Out in the field, anything you can stick in your finger is a picker. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that. Yeah, we got some more Jason pickers here. A nice little wire piece. So it's good. Wire gold is probably one of my favorite golds. I always love long, stringy pieces of gold. Don't I sell two, but I have no idea. See, the problem with your Paydirt is it didn't have a guaranteed amount of gold in it that I need. So the only bags of Paydirt I buy from my shelf are 1 gram. And the reason being that if something was to happen to me, my kids will know how much is in them. So if they have to sell them, they could sell them as 1 gram bags of Paydirt. They don't have to actually pan them all out. You know. But I still might get one of yours for a live show. I'll have to remember. If you look me up on my website, Mary, and email me, or just type in email in the chat and get my email me, and I'll probably buy one just to do on a live show. Yeah, that's the best way to teach kids early responsibility is get them a pet. The only problem is if they're one of those kids that is never going to learn responsibility. Yeah. All right, hold on a second. Let me figure out what is going on. For whatever reason, my computer just keeps freaking out and flashing white lights just because it doesn't like having multiple programs open. And that sucks too. So I have my setup, so it makes it super hard. But I used to, when I first started doing this channel and having my live shows, I always used one computer. I had my one upstairs. I'd bring it down here, but it would take me like an hour to set it up because it was, you know, replugging in stuff, resetting all the settings and everything like that. And I don't want to have to do that again. So I'm really hoping this computer doesn't give out on me. No, I've been planning on buying a new one for upstairs, so I might have to speed that up and bring the upstairs one, have it emergency backup for down here. And this is the one I baby. I only use this one twice a week, maybe. Well, upstairs I use every day, and I spill coffee on it almost every week. I don't have the eyes I used to have for gold penning. Yeah, that's why, people always say, like, oh, you're not going to miss anything on your Tuesday tailings. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Like I said, if this was off camera, my face would be a lot closer to this pan than it is now. When I do my reviews, my face is pretty much in the water right now. Just y'all would be looking at my bald spot, or where my bald spot is on the back of my head. So thank you, Donna. Thank you for posting that. And just again, if you see, Nightbot is posting the link, multiple links. Nightbot's going crazy tonight, but if you see the one for the hidden video, make sure you go leave a comment on there. Tonight will be spot number 3, the last spot for my half-gram bag of Paydirt. So you can win spot number 3 tonight. And then we'll be doing that giveaway next week. So you'll have a 1 in 3 chance, if you win tonight, of getting a bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. You'll also see Nightbot going crazy for GS Prospecting and Carson Prospecting, because they're both doing raffles and fundraisers. So go click on those, help them out, or look up their channels if you're already subscribed and check them out. I use a flashlight sometimes. If the gold's really fine, I have headlamps. I have a whole bunch of them somewhere. I don't even know what I did with them. But I have headlamps I use sometimes. If it's really fine gold, I'll use a headlamp. I used to always use a headlamp, but not as much anymore. Now my main key is the glasses. This is my main key for fine gold, is these glasses. These are 6-time reader glasses, so this makes everything look like a picker. You wear these and everything looks like a picker. Now you can't see far. You can only see about 3 or 4 inches in front of your face, so you got to put the pan up close, but it's great for that fine gold. That's the worst ones, wrenches. Once a dog's had some abuse, it takes a long time to get them out of the, being scared about everything and, wanting to listen. Also doing a fundraiser for Autism Mary. Yeah, I know 403 Prospect. I haven't looked at that one. I'm sorry I didn't know about that one. Otherwise, I'd be shouting it out. When does it end? Because if it doesn't end next week, I'll make sure I get some links for it and put it on my thing. Ooh, that piece. See that little piece is trying to get away. There's some chunkier gold. More of those flower gold wizard pickers here. It's a nice little piece of gold, nice and flat. But I don't think I'm gonna get anything that's gonna weigh anything tonight, but if I get my 2 grams, I'm gonna be super stoked. I've done a few bags of these. So what have I done? I did this will be the 2 gram. I did a 4 gram, and then I did another 2 grammer for my Paydirt battle. And none of these are going to be over what you're guaranteed. At these prices they're doing it at, you're not going to get 2.1 or 2.3 or anything else like that. You're going to get 2.05. So April 4th is the fundraiser. All right. So next week, so next Tuesday is April 1st. So I'll be able to do a thing for it. If Reg, you want to text me later, just a link to the video talking about it. So I can have it and I can put it in Nightbot for next week. So I don't have to go searching for it. That'd help a bunch, and I'd appreciate it. David Hamilton, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Adam Weiss, thank you for joining the show. And everyone, thank you for joining the show. If I missed your name, I apologize, but I do thank you for being here. I always appreciate everyone that comes in these shows and hangs out. I know a lot of y'all show up when you don't have to look at the ugly mug. Okay, you did? Okay, that's all I need. I saw you sent me something, but I didn't have time to look on my phone. I have my phone set off to the side. I saw it ding now. But yeah, that's all I need. Well, I say that now, but if I text you later and say, okay, now I need the video. Yeah. No. I'd be curious if all the bags are like this. Again, if they still have some in stock, these are really good bags to buy for right now. I'm actually going to do the ROI. Let me calculate the ROI. 97.15 times 2 point, we're just going to say 2. Divided by 218 equals, yeah, this is an 89% ROI. So 90% ROI on these bags. You figure there's that 0.05 extra in there. So 90% ROI, you can't beat that, you know? I mean, you can, but definitely not from Felix. I had to get a new Paydirt bottle. My other one cracked. Been using that one for I don't know how long. Oh, no, I just messed this one up. All right. I've been magnet fishing, I think twice, maybe 3 times. I only filmed it once though. It's a pain filming it, that's for sure. Because when we were filming, you'd be amazed at how many times we threw it and we're looking and we're like, oh yeah, pulling it up, and then you realize the camera wasn't anywhere near where you were throwing it and stuff. And the place we were at, they had a lot of people fishing and stuff, so I was like, you don't want to leave the camera too far away, or you turn back around and it's gone. So. And there's not a lot of, like, even though Indiana is one of the states with a lot of bridges, especially old train bridges and stuff like that, they're not good ones, because you need a bridge that's like kind of in a public area so people can throw stuff off the bridge or drop stuff, you know. And here they're all like in the middle of nowhere. So there's like nobody's going to be around. There's not going to falling off or anything. So. I heard recently they doubled the price. Who's that, Gold Baron? Felix? Hey, let me look it up. I don't think so, huh? I mean, I just looked them at the other day. They might have. Let's see. What? No, no, definitely not them. Yep. Still 2 grams, still 4 grammer. Shows them in stock, I think. Yeah. But you might have been talking about something else. Hey, Ortiz, how's it going? Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you listening, brother. Yeah, dogs need lots and lots of attention. That's why I have a cat. I can't deal with dogs. They need too much attention for me. Oh no, this picker's trying to run away. Here. They're all these pickers are like rounded. So here, we don't even need to clean it up too much. Oh, my bad. I mean, I wouldn't doubt I mean, I know they're going to. They sent out an email saying that, you know, this is our last batch. So I'm sure that's what they did. You know, you set aside, you know, a couple ounces or an ounce or something, and you say, you know, these are the Paydirts we're going to sell. And once they sell, we're going to refigure it, you know. But they've already got their built-in profit, you know. They probably bought the gold at $80, or the gold was valued at $80 when they made the bag, so. I'm surprised they're not raising their price on the Paydirt. I really am. I mean, it must just be something with their website that's a huge pain to update prices or something, maybe. Because gold has gone up. When they first started selling the 2 gram bag, I think gold was at 86, 85 or 86. So, I mean, when they started selling both the 2 gram and the 4 gram. So it was like 85, 86. So gold has gone up probably about $12, and they've kept the same price. So. Like actually, when I got this 2 gram bag, I think gold was 89. So this one's been sitting on my shelf the longest. A 3 gram bag on Kenai. Kenai is just ridiculous. Dill, I love Dill. He's a great guy, but you know, if you're if you've ever worked as a contractor, you'll know that there's the like I don't want to do it quote. Like, you'll go to somebody's house for like a plumbing job and you'll just see it's like in a crawl space and it's got a septic leak and it's just spider webs everywhere. And it might be $1,000 job, but you'll tell them 10,000. And the reason being is because you don't want to do that job. You don't want to do that plumbing job. But if they're willing to be crazy and pay you 10 grand, then you'll do it. Dill is kind of like that. Ever since he opened up his pawn shop, I don't even know if it's still open. But ever since he did that, his prices are kind of like, I don't want to sell Paydirt, but if you're willing to give me a whole bunch of money, I'll do it. Yeah. Because I look at him every once in a while. Like I looked at him right before the Super Bowl battle. I was like, well, let me see if he's going to be included. And I was, calculating everyone's ROI. And I was like, nope, not even close. All right, there we go. There's our 2 grams. Couple little bitty pickers in there. Nothing to write home about mama, but, a nice little pile of gold. Hey, John, how's it going? Yeah, you missed pretty much the most of the show because this show's ending early tonight because my kids are over and they want to have pizza and watch a movie. No. Well, there you go. Not too bad. I'll be curious. I might weigh it up tomorrow just to see how much I lost in the Tuesday tailings because I thought I saw a piece or two go over the edge while I was talking. One was a 5. Yeah, he does a lot of Razzies. But that's what I'm saying. It's easier to make money doing Razzies and things like that than it is, making a bag of Paydirt and selling it, Like I see people doing Razzies all the time on Facebook where it's, $12 a spot, 10 spots for a gram of gold, So they're making $120, but it really only costs you $10 to enter. So if you lose, you only lost $10. If you win, you got a gram, but they're making, $20 on it. Whereas with a bag of Paydirt, you got to make the bag of Paydirt, you got to ship the bag of Paydirt, you got to hope that the bag of Paydirt don't break in the mail, doesn't get lost in the mail. They got to hope they find all the gold, things like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's just, I don't think he wants to sell Paydirt anymore. He just doesn't love doing it anymore. So he's just like, if you're going to make me do it, you're going to pay me for it. Scott Roberts, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. So, but all right. Now we're going to go from a pretty pile of gold to an ugly mug. Let me move everything back around. All right, let's get everything sorted here. All right, let's shrink down the panning cam. Oh, face cam didn't freeze this time. It's been freezing the last couple times. And I don't know why. And this is, see, what's funny is this is my souped up laptop. I put in more RAM in this one and it's a little bit better specs than my other one. But ever since I upgraded to Windows 11, I don't know if it likes it or not or whatnot, but oh well, what you gonna do? So there. So found 2 grams of gold, pretty good. Like I said, I don't want to call Felix a bad Paydirt. He wasn't a bad Paydirt. There's a lot of bad Paydirts out there, but he's, they're doing a much better job. And I actually emailed Felix. I actually emailed his, I guess, secretary, whoever answers his emails over at Felix, asking about these 2 and 4 gram bags, asking if they were going to do bigger ones. Because I said, one of the things that I know a lot of people, like my buddy does, they would buy their more expensive ones. The $200 bags of Paydirt they have are actually like their cheaper bags of Paydirt. They have a lot of $600, $1,200, $2,500, $5,000. They're big ticket items. FelixPaydirt has always been known for big ticket items. That's what they're known for. And I asked them if they would do bigger ones because I'll be really curious if they put out like, a 10 gram or a 15 gram. Because if they're not going to change their prices, there might be some great ways to, when they have a 10 gram bag of Paydirt that'll end up being over 100% ROI if you buy it at the right time. So I'll be curious about that. We'll have to keep up on them. I'll definitely have to keep them in my watchful eyes. So. Oh, that's awesome, Rich. Yeah, I've been scoping out a few places around me, but unfortunately around all the places around here, the cops just don't like it around here. I don't know why. So, but that's awesome. If you can get some good stuff, especially like tools and stuff. Like I watch a lot of people on I follow a couple people on YouTube that do some dumpster diving, and like a lot of the food, I'm like, dude, I just don't know about some of that food. Like I saw someone the other day that pulled out like a whole bunch of pork and meat that had been sitting in the Aldi's. I'm like, and they went at like 3 a.m. And I'm like, so, the employees probably threw that away at like, like 9 o'clock at night. It's been sitting out there for 4 hours, and it's not frozen. That's not frozen solid stuff when you buy it at a grocery store. I was like, I don't know, brother. Like, I wouldn't mind going and getting hardware or something, but did you find the added surprise? I didn't. I actually didn't, but I do have the box. The box is still upstairs. I just pulled out the the bottle. That's the only thing I was worried about. I was worried about the bottle being broken, so I pulled it out, and that's it. But the box is upstairs still in my room. I'll have to pull that and put it in my treasure chest. Thank you for telling me. But thank you. That's awesome. I'll have to save that, put that in my treasure chest upstairs of all my extra goodies. It's a good thing you told me. $1,000 buckets of Paydirt. Yeah. Yeah, I sold a bucket of Paydirt. It was much cheaper than that. Much cheaper. It was what was it? $79 for a bucket of Paydirt. PA Patriot, what's up, brother? How's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. You're very late though. Might have to pull your mod stuff. uh, yeah, that's like I watch, like I said, I watch a lot of dumpster. I watch a lot of different things like dumpster diving, anything like kind of treasure hunting, from dumpster diving to garage sale hunting and Goodwill hunting and flea market stuff. And the dumpster diving, like, I don't, like, if you see something, it's like a box of chips or something like that. I'm like, yeah, it's sealed, cereal, things like that. But like, meat and vegetables, I'm like, no, I couldn't do it. Like I'm poor. I'm poor, and every month I'm like, how am I gonna feed my mooching kids every single week? And then I'll watch their videos and be like, oh man, that'd be nice to go there. But I'm like, I just couldn't do it. You don't know what else was in that dumpster that they're throwing raw vegetables in. And meat, it does not take meat very long to hit that bad spot. Yeah, it's a good thing you did, Reg. And it's a good thing I saved the box because usually, like, I don't save boxes. I throw them away pretty quick. But I've been kind of saving boxes. So, because I got some sluices and stuff I need to unload and give away or do something with, run a raffle or something with them. So I've been trying to save boxes for all the little like stuff I got to get rid of. Putting your life on the line. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess like if you're really, really hungry, like I know back in the day, I remember like I used to have friends of mine growing up like in high school and stuff like that. And, a long time ago, they used to all talk about, if you were homeless, the place to go was Taco Bell. That was the place you would dumpster dive. Because the way the line is at Taco Bell is, you have garbage cans all over the place, but the taco station has its very own garbage can. Like where they make the tacos, there's a little slit there where they put the tacos. Because if a taco breaks, they can't use it. So what they do is they just slide it right into the garbage can. So at the end of the night, they just take that garbage bag and seal it up. So it's nothing but tacos in there. They'd be like, oh yeah, you just go there at the end of the night and just grab all that. And I'm like, and it's not real meat. You don't have to worry about it going bad. And it's already cooked. But I was just like, oh. Oh, my mooching kids, 16 and 21. How do I get a mod? Oh, you have to. The only mods I have on here are my Patreon supporters that are $79 tier members. That's it. Yeah, I just don't hand out mods. It's just personal. And it has nothing to do with people aren't mods for a reason. But the reason I do that is because the way I have my YouTube channel set up is that all comments have to be approved by me for every single comment. And when you make somebody a mod, their comments are automatically approved. And I like to read all the comments to make sure, some people, even some of my mods, I've had to go and delete a comment or two that might say unharsh and unkind words about bad reviews. I do reviews where some of the people aren't the best sellers. They're, scammers and stuff like that. And I try to still not say anything like super negative, and I definitely don't use any bad words, but sometimes people use bad words, and I want my channel to be as family friendly as possible. And I know not a lot of kids are out there prospecting or buying bags of Paydirt, but you never know when some kid might stumble on a video and start reading it, and I don't want to see the F-bomb and, they should be going to hell and stuff like that, Mary. No, he is a Patreon supporter. He is a very good Patreon supporter. I got an Xbox One in a dumpster, a couple generators, snow blowers. Man, I need to go start. You need to sell. When you send me that text with your Paydirt later, tell me what store it is. I've heard that you can find, like, there'll be some stores that just are the stores that get rid of stuff, like a Rural King. Like, they might have one Rural King in the whole area that's the feeder store. Whereas, so what they'll do is all the other Rural Kings, when they have stuff they're getting down, like low on stock that they're not going to carry anymore, they'll send it to another one. Every one of the stores will send it to one central Rural King. Like, they'll say, okay, we're all down to one generator, send them all to this Rural King, and he's got, 3 months to get rid of it. And if he does it, then he'll dumpster them. So if you find that one Rural King, that'll be the one that you can always go to and get stuff, and the other 5 will have nothing. So this is the only channel I'm well behaved. I appreciate that, Mary. I really do. The meat will be free, but not to the trip to the ER. I know. And what's worse is, I saw one the other day. What was it? Since we're going to talk about that, is they found a whole bunch of stuff, and it was like meat and stuff like that, and they could go bad. And they were like, "Oh yeah, I gave it to and they gave it to like a food drive place." And they told them they had bought it. And I was like, no, you can't do that. Because, those food drive people aren't going to, they're not, I mean, some of them actually might give it away, but most are pretty good about, they would just throw it away. So yeah, Brad, I know, like, cause so for a big time, like I don't remember what the name of it is, like the place that girls get all their makeup at. They used to, like, they would take all the returns and stuff like that, and they would throw it away. And now, like, they destroy it. So, like, if you return a lipstick, they will smash it, break it, cut it. If you return a hair dryer, they cut the cord and they smash it before they put it. It's like, why? If someone's willing to go out in the dumpster, what do you care? It's, But yeah, they cut the clothing and stuff like that. It's just horrible. And what's worse is they could donate it. They could go, I mean, I don't want to say give it to Goodwill, because Goodwill's kind of gotten rotten nowadays. They sell stuff for higher price than it actually costs in the store. But, they could donate it to, charity or food drives or stuff like that. They have a lot of churches that have clothes. They could, there's tons of places you can donate stuff. But did PA try to? Now, y'all behave. Y'all behave. Don't make me pull all my mods. If Home Depot didn't use compactors, that would be the place to go. They throw away everything. Yeah. There's a lot of stores that do, and it's just, and I don't understand. They could sell it for like $10, like I know Walmart does that. Like certain Walmart, like my Walmart, they have this one shelf that's all the way down that's just got nothing but junk on it for like $1. It's just something that they're the last one of, and they'll throw it up there for $1. They know somebody will buy it, Just do that. You got a generator, don't throw it put it up there for $5. Somebody will buy it, It's just craziness. TM. But yeah, so we're going to do here. I will post it if I can type. I'm going to drop the hidden link one last time. Make sure you go and leave a comment below for that hidden video that Nightbot's about to list, because this will be spot number 3 for a half-gram bag of my Miller Prospecting Paydirt. That will be next week. We'll give it away. This will be spot number 3. Right now, spot number 1 was Weezin' Geezer TV. Spot number 2 was Alaskan Assassin Adventures. And if you're spot number 3, then you'll have a 1 in 3 chance of winning a half-gram bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. So, have to throw away a certain percentage of lumber. Well, if you work for, you said Home Depot, yeah, half your lumber isn't straight anyway. I went to Home Depot not too long ago to get a 2x4. Man, I had to dig through that pile for like an hour to get one straight one. And I didn't even need a straight one, but it was like when I got there, the top pot, they were like a bow from a bow and arrow. And I was just like, oh, Lord. It's like, man, that would make a good spiral staircase piece, But I was like, well, I could have used it because what I was using it for, it didn't matter if it was, And I was like, but I was like, no, now I want a straight one just because they're all so warped. Mount Spur. Oh, no. Hey, Charles E. Prospecting. Thank you for joining in. Oh, that's a good thing. I've been seeing everyone on Facebook smoking. So my good buddy Spider Ace was just been loading up Facebook with all the stuff he's been cooking, making me jealous. Yeah. Well, that's what I know a lot of places will do, or they'll try to sell it to the employees. It's just, I understand some things you have to throw away because, like, might be, legal laws about it or something, that you can't, like food, especially with like food. If it's expired, they can't technically just discount it and then leave it there forever. They got it, they can discount it. Like if you go to Walmart and you go to like the pizza section, like the fresh pizza, they'll have little stickers of the meat. But then after a day or two, they just throw it away. So. It's true. It's absolutely horrible these days. No. No. And it's just, which is stupid too, is I don't even know why I was doing it, because it was, non-pressure treated. If you go to the pressure treated lumber, it's 99% of the time much better. It's just if you go to get unpressure treated, it's dried out and bowed all up and stuff, and it's just going to shatter them. You put a nail into it. But I just didn't want pressure treated. I was just being difficult, and I could have just grabbed the top piece off of the pressure treated one. It probably went straight. GS Processing. It is that man. Oh man, I told him he needs to move. He needs to move down to Indiana. I don't know why he wants to live over there in the West Coast with the nice weather and the beaches and stuff. He's moved to Indiana, man. Bring that smoker of his down here. So, you feeling better, by the way, HD? I meant to ask earlier in the show, but then I got distracted and started talking. And once I start talking, I forget everything. I hope you're feeling better, brother. If you ever come to Jersey Shore, there is zero chance I will ever be back in Jersey again. I was born in New Jersey, but I've never been back, and I probably never will go back to Jersey. No. No. I think I moved from New Jersey. I was born in New Jersey, and I think I moved from there like when I was 1. So I had a year of New Jersey, maybe 2. Maybe I was there for like 2 years. I think I was in Jersey for 2 years. So then I moved and grew up in Louisiana. So I'm old. That's why I'm forgetful. No. So here, let me go set up really quick. Make sure everything is set up for the live show, because it's probably not. There we go. Close that. All right. All right. All right. Now we're all set up. We are doing good. There you go. So Saturday, I am going to have a video coming out Saturday. Unless something major goes wrong, I will have a video. It's a equipment battle. So first equipment battle I'm going to be doing. I happen to have two sluices, and I didn't want to shoot two reviews because I'm lazy. So I'm going to battle them against each other to see which one is the best. If they're better, they aren't the same price. So we'll just see if one's better just based on price and stuff like that. So that's going to be Saturday. And then next Tuesday is going to be my Patreon appreciation show. And we'll see how good everyone is at guessing the weight of the nugget I posted up this month. I'm be curious. I've looked at some of the guesses, and we might have to go back to adding hints to the weight of it. There were some really, really crazy guesses. So no one admits they're from Jersey. I don't mind. I'm from Jersey. I'll tell everybody I'm from Jersey. I'm just lucky we moved really, really quickly. So I can't barbecue good. I like to think I can, but I can't. I say this, and it's been a while since I've said this, and I think HD made fun of me for it. I do not own a grill. I can't remember the last time I've owned a grill. I'm just not a griller or barbecuer or anything like that. It's just too fussy for me. I don't want to have to go out, clean off a grill, set it all up, get it warmed up and all that, and cook everything. And then once I'm full and fat and wanting to take a nap, I don't want to have to go out there and clean the grill again. I'm definitely not from Jersey. I don't know. I don't know how bad Jersey is. Like I said, I left there when I was young. Just, there's nothing appealing to me, on the East Coast to make me want to go there. More gold to the west, nicer beaches to the west, more trees, more mountains, to the west. I mean, there are some mountains, North Carolina-ish, but, you never know. No. Yeah, and one last time again, Carson Prospecting Wounded Warrior Project is ending tonight. So if you haven't already, or if you planned on it, you thought about it, go check out Carson Prospecting's channel. You can look him up, youtube.com/elarson222. Nightbot will probably drop his link in a minute before the end of the show. Make sure you go over there and check him out because it is ending tomorrow. Then if you do donate, if you do contribute to it in one way or another, or if you just want to see who wins, it will be on Benzo's live show tomorrow. I'm going to try to remember to be there. If anyone's got my phone number and I'm not there at the beginning, text me, remind me to be there. I did set up YouTube to remind me, but, YouTube doesn't usually work too well. So, and then GS Prospecting, again, go look at his video. His is going to be up there because GS is going to be there until he sells all 72 spots. So I'm sure I will talk about it next week if it hasn't filled up again, if it hasn't filled all the way up. A lot of his is going through the mail, so he's got to wait for the mail to get there. So I'm sure we'll be talking about GS's again next Tuesday, as well as the one for Mary that's going through, I think, 403 and Reg Lab and 406, I think. So a couple minors. So, but I've got to look up that one. I don't know anything about it, so I can't talk about it really too much. So just going to talk about the ones I do know. Where I'm at, it's 2 hours from a lot of cool places. Where I'm at, it's 2 hours away from nothing. Nothing. 2 hours away from St. Louis, which is one of the highest crime areas. 2 hours from Louisville, which I've been there a few times. There's nothing special there anymore. 2 hours from Indianapolis. Okay, I like Indianapolis. Indianapolis is okay. And Indianapolis is 3 hours, but then there's some gold around there. And then 2 hours downwards, it's nothing good going. We going into the south there. I don't know. What? All right, let's go. All right, let's go before I forget everything. Let's say bye-bye to the gold. So bye-bye to the panning cam. And we are going to go pull tonight's giveaway. Now, again, as always, this giveaway has nothing to do with Facebook or YouTube or any of its affiliates or anybody. This is being put on by me, so they're not affiliated with it in any way. And if I do pull your name, you must post something in the live chat before the end of the show, or you're going to lose your spot, and then I will pull it next week. So if your name's in there and I pull your name tonight, make sure that you claim it. Post something in the live chat. All right, let me move this down. All right. Now I can shrink down my ugly mug one more time. We can do show off the beautiful website, millerprospecting.com, and see right here. You can see my cursor right here. Soon, maybe will be the support this channel button or login button for support if I decide to move away from Patreon. So, but last video, Bonanza bag versus a junior Klondike bag, Clash Gold versus Golden Paydirt, and my Vevor electric furnace, which I still have not set up again. I'm horrible at this stuff. But again, the Klondike bag, like I said, they still have some Paydirt. They did send out an email saying they're not making more. This is the last batch, then they're either going to raise the price or do something different. If you've ever had FelixPaydirt before, now's the time to get one of their 2 grams or 4 grams. Like I said, 90% ROI, and I think a 95% ROI for the 4 grammer. So really good deal on those right now from a seller who's typically known for 55% ROIs. Top 10 recommended sellers right there. Get one of those. Those are all good. Now, YouTube comments. Here we go. Fetch. Anything goes but replies. And again, you must post. If I pull your name, you must post something in the live chat to claim your spot. So here we go. Let's see. Pick a winner. PA Patriot. There we go. PA's got the spot. Showed up late and still won. Let's go. All right, now back to the best website in the world. Oh, and I buy gold. But don't hit me up before the end of the month because I am broke. I'm really, really broke. So, all right. There we go. Bam. There we go. Now let's see if PA posts. He might not. He might have left. Mary might have run him off. All right. So PA, you got that spot. So next week we're going to be doing some giveaways. Now next week I will probably, I don't want to say I will because I'm still waiting on the package. So my next Tuesday giveaways set up, I might pull a name next week, but I don't know because I'm still waiting on the package of the item to show up is because it's not going to be gold. It's something I had, it's a custom made product. So we're going to have to see how it goes. If it shows up on time, next week might just be watching me give stuff away. So, but definitely if you're Wheezing Geezer, Alaskan Assassin, or PA Patriot, you definitely want to be here next Tuesday because one of you will win a half-gram bag of my Miller Prospecting Paydirt. PA will already be getting a bag because he's a Patreon member. And then also we'll be going through my nugget guessing contest. We'll see who guessed the closest, who's going to be winning some bags of Paydirt for Miller Prospecting. So can't be that lucky. It's rigged. It's always rigged. How's it going, Brad Hayden? B&B Paydirt Prospecting. How's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. It's always rigged. If it's not rigged, it's not right, brother. You know that. Ooh, Cajun. Yeah. Yeah, so the next week, so I don't want to say it's going to be that because I might end up changing that. I haven't seen it yet. Like I said, I haven't seen what the prizes are going to be. So next week, I probably won't be doing a Tuesday night giveaway or pulling a name or anything like that. Just to make sure I have the prizes and I set it up and figure out how long it's going to run for and stuff like that. But we'll have to see how that goes. But Saturday, again, I will have an equipment review coming out Saturday. And then Tuesday, live show, Patreon appreciation show. And then we're going to be getting into some Paydirts. Now, I don't know what Paydirts are coming next month because I originally had some Paydirts set. But then I got some really cool Paydirts in. And I really, really want to pan out those really, really cool Paydirts. So I might move my schedule around a little bit. I hate doing that because then it bumps some sellers that I've been sitting on for a while for even longer. But I think I might do it. Dylan, I didn't think you were. I know. I said I wasn't going to be here. That's what originally I told everyone I probably wouldn't be here tonight. But I decided to do the live show anyway just because I needed more gold for next week's Patreon giveaway. So I was like, okay, I got a 2 gram bag on the shelf. That's the 2 grams I need. So, and plus I gave away 2 grams because I got, 2 half-gram bags going to GS Prospecting and 2 half-gram bags for Carson Prospecting's thing. So I needed a little bit more gold before the end of the month, and I figured if I'm going to pan it, might as well do it on camera, Culver is out of stock. Who do you suggest? Anyone else on the top 10? Just go down the list. Gold Nugget Sales, Vendetta Prospecting, Brian Thomas Gold. Gold Nugget, man, I think he might be out of stock too. Last time I looked, he was really bare. Bear Prospecting is another really good one. Gold Bay is on my list, but I've got some concerns about Gold Bay because Gold Bay is not actually selling Gold Bay Paydirt anymore. I've got a review coming out of them soon, and I'll have to talk about them. But yeah, it's kind of weird with the Gold Bay thing, but yeah. Or Yukon Alley. If you want Yukon Alley, she's got some 1 gram bags in stock again. Yukon Alley is ranked number, I think, 11 or tied for number 10 on my spot. She's tied for number 10 on my list. And the only reason she's number 10 is because she only sells Paydirt for about a month out of a year. So it's really not too often you get it. But last year, people were finding 3 grams in her 1 gram bag. Some people were just finding 1.1, but some people were finding a lot more because she adds a tablespoon of her concentrates to it. And she doesn't, it's just unsearched concentrates from her cleanup. So it could be a loaded tablespoon. It could be an unloaded tablespoon. And that's after she's already added the 1 gram. So I got 26 bags left. Oh, you go, boy, you must have been selling if you already made a couple runs. How many did you originally, you were selling 30 or were you selling more than that? Were you just down to 30? I found 6 in her 5 gram bag. Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing is, you know, it's one of the things where you buy bigger bags. I don't think you're always going to get more gold. I just bought Gold Bay, haven't got it yet. Gregory, how's it going, Gregory? Yeah, if you'll notice when the package comes, Dave lives in California. The package does not come from California. Gold Bay is always shipped from California. It no longer ships from California, which I'm not a huge fan of. So, waiting for the kids to barge in and drag out to see that movie. Yeah. So my suggestion right now would be Yukon Alley. Just because she only sells a short period of time. She's only gonna be selling, and she's told me they're getting ready. They're already planning to start going up north and start mining again. So once they go to mine, they stop selling. They shut everything down, and she won't be selling Paydirt again until next year. So Yukon Alley is definitely a great seller and great bags of Paydirt. And the only reason she's not ranked higher is because, again, she only sells 1 month out of the year. So I hear Gold Baron Paydirt has some great 1 gram bags. I have one on my shelf somewhere. They're at the very top. So those are coming soon too. But I'm going to get out of here, everyone. I know it's a short show, but like I said, my kids wanted to mooch another free meal off of me today. So they're both upstairs just waiting for me. My daughter's out getting pizza, I think. Yeah, Brian Thomas, I put him on the list. Brian Thomas is number 5 or 6 on my list. I like Brian Thomas, really good seller. Everyone on my top 10 is really, really good. Any one of those, the only reason I'm suggesting Yukon Alley right now is just because it's a limited edition product. You know, it's only out this month. So you could say, oh, I'll go buy some bear prospecting today and it'll be great Paydirt and you'll love bear prospecting Paydirt. You can go get some Gold Baron, you could get somebody else and you could really enjoy it. But then in a month from now, you won't be able to go get Yukon Alley and you could still go get those other sellers. So I'm going to have some fun with the moochers. We're going to watch, I think, Bad Monkey or something. There's a new Stephen King movie. So we're going to watch that. And what's for dinner? It's a pizza. We're having pizza tonight. Pizza and a salad and just watching Bad Monkey, some new movie, some new scary comedy horror movie, something. So thank you, Wrench. I saw it. So, but I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go do that. I hope everyone has an absolutely great week. Saturday, and we'll have a new equipment review video coming out. It's a battle, so you get to see 2 sleuths in action to see which one is actually a better buy. They're roughly the same price, but one's a little bit more expensive, and I just want to see if spending more money is worth it. So that will come out Saturday, and then next Tuesday, we're going to have my Patreon appreciation show where you can watch me give away a whole bunch of gold. So, all right, everybody, I hope everyone again has a great week, a great weekend, and then I will hopefully see you all again next Tuesday, but I'm